Hey guys, welcome to Style Class. A special conversation about shoes.
Very excited.
Yes.
Very important.
Super important because multi-layered, the way that you want to look at the shoes that you buy. But let me step back first. One of the reasons why I think shoes are so important is because it was a place for years where I wrecked my budget. I get a real shoe problem.
But is it because you're so pragmatic on your body that you're you go ham on shoes?
Maybe.
Because I feel like you don't have any guardrails on shoes. You're Sarah at the foot.
I'm Sarah at the foot, but I would say I was Sarah at the foot.
Okay.
I have really, I think since having these conversations, right, about how it really can fuck with your overall style, which fucks with your head. I think that's where I've really learned to pull it in.
Yep. And also fucks how you show up.
Right.
Sorry, Miss Judy.
I know. I heard Kramer the other day on CNBC. He said the F word. He's been apologizing on Twitter for days. I'm like, dude.
You're like a more.
Style class. All right. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go through first the shoes that we're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna talk about different shoes in the collection, fit, form, function, but also holding up different styles to show how one pair of shoes can play a very dramatically different role depending on the style.
Yeah.
Do you have a shoe that is a woof?
I do.
Leading question.
I know. You're leading me with this.
Yes.
So I gravitate to bare shoes.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when the alley came back. I really, really love the alley for the bareness it gives me, but also having that I can hear Amy when she's coming. It's not like a Pablo situation, but I love hearing myself come and go.
So this is Allie.
Yeah, this is
right.
Allie.
He's the ultimate in the bear.
Mm-hmm.
You're liking him because you can hear yourself coming and going.
I know.
But also, so it's interesting today. So you went with Allie. We both showed up in Allie.
Yeah, we didn't have this conversation.
But you and I are definitely the ones that wear it the most, him and the most in the office.
Yeah.
But were you wearing him because did you feel covered? Did you feel?
No, actually. So when I had on a tank top, but I had on a jogger. And I knew that if I put on a sneaker with this jogger, I would feel really chill. And I wanted something that would elevate me a little bit more. So say, for instance, if I had worn the Seth with this, I would have felt like I'm going to somebody's workout class, or if I was just running around, I would feel too sporty. And I wanted to feel a little bit more elevated.
Okay, so stay with this for a second.
Yeah.
So let's do actually kind of some Seth and this at the same time here.
Okay.
I know I'm breaking rank with what we said we were going to do.
No, it's cool. Let me put it on.
No, it's okay. But I think that, so if you were to go with the sneaker with this, because maybe functionality needed to really take center stage here.
Yes.
Then one thing that I do is I'm like, okay, I really need the sneaker, but I also need the functionality of the nylon pant.
Right.
Let's pretend we're in San Francisco and we're going for a big walk before McMillan, right?
Which we have actually in this
Which
shoe.
we've done.
Yeah.
So a couple different things. First of all, if I still wanted to feel style, and yes, I would do this on a walk.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is where if I add the ick here, that is gonna give me the strange to take this back out of predictable sweat, jogger with sneaker, is by adding.
Wait, keep it on, because I know this is gonna be weird. You're like, what? Put your hands like this. I think people see it and they don't get it, but this is what we're always gonna do with that. It's a kind of weird thing.
Oh, if I'm wearing the sandal.
Yeah, if you're wearing the alley, you're totally gonna just make your own tabby sandal.
If I'm wearing the alley, but if I'm wearing the Seth.
Oh yes,
and
the Seth.
And the shoes there, I think immediately doing the strange hosiery, tucking the pant into the hosiery, it's giving strange. Or if you had worn the white sock.
Totally.
And the red sock and the sneaker, that's going to give it strange.
Right.
So, yes, this is going to always, by nature of the shoe that it is, it's going to always chill things up. Sneakers are so chill, it is why we did the square toe on it, just to pull it back and give it some extra refinement. But if you're going to go chill on chill, then giving that strange may make you feel better. Or not.
For the
It's up
person
to you,
that's
but-
I'm not anti-strange, but people that can't fathom themselves doing strange, what's another word? Because we talk about ick, but also friction, right? Is it unexpected? If you were breaking it down to like a kid.
Yeah, I think it's more that everyone operates better when they understand the why, not just the what, right?
Mhm.
So I think that the reason why you want strange, the reason why you want friction is it usually makes you feel just a little more interesting. And that's a feeling. It's
Yeah.
not a visual. It's not that you look more interesting, but you do tend to feel it.
Mhm.
I think you did look it, by the way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So you
you're
also have-
wearing that to give some refinement and some breathing room.
But the functionality of me running around, because it's
Right.
flat. Because otherwise, if I had on a heel, it would have been different, me running through Grand Central.
So I was wearing the alley today
Mhm.
in a way that was just feminizing, something that was like a Bermuda short, right?
Mhm.
Because a Bermuda short and a sneaker, especially for me at my age, it can make me feel a little momsy.
Momsy.
Momsy. It can make me feel a little suburban.
Mm-hmm.
Just not ways I want to feel. And not saying that other people look that way, it's just not ways
It's
I
for
want to
you.
feel. And so I did that. I also, I was working today, and so, and especially Metro North is so cold, so I was wearing the blazer coming in, and for me, that sandal was still making me feel like summer. Because sometimes when you're in full work mode and you're leaving an air-conditioned house,
Right.
and then you walk outside and you're like, shit, it's still only July. Like, I don't
Yes.
need to completely
True.
rush these summer months. So it gave me like, yes, summer's still here.
I love the through line of what we have on because we both have on new current collection, but we were pulling from something that was in our closet from the past.
Yeah.
And also using a shoe as a tool. So
And then, okay, so another way we're going to
Mhm.
use this shoe, right,
Mhm.
is it's going to give some nothingness to a dress.
right.
And-
Nothingness meaning bare.
Bare. So this is where, like, if I'm wearing this dress, if I wanted the focus to be fully on the dress,
Mhm.
I'm going to go as, and our bears are different, right?
Mhm.
So this is my bear, where if you were wearing the lighter shoe, maybe it's your standout.
Mhm.
And the black would be a standout for me, where it's your bear.
Yeah.
So one way to think about this shoe is it's a tool for when you need something to be quiet and just add bareness.
There was a client in the store yesterday, and she was like, "How do I wear the tris?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "When you need something invisible." And it was like I gave her a fortune cookie. She was like, "What do you mean?" But that's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
when you want something to disappear, that's when you reach for that.
And this is where I think that the one thing that you guys will relate to as creative pragmatists is when things feel too outfitty,
Mhm.
that's when we tend to like pull back.
Mhm.
And so for me, if I was wearing this dress, I would be inclined to want to wear like a big earring or something. But
Ponytail for you.
if I'm gonna go earring and a special shoe and the dress, like I just way kicked everything out of my zone.
Yeah. I would probably not wear a special shoe because this is a special color for me.
Right.
But if I had black, I'd feel comfortable with a special shoe. But I don't want a heel on sometimes with something more feminine. Like
But
it's
if
going to
you-
lead me straight into Ladyland.
But if you're wearing black and a special shoe,
Yeah. I'd be more simple at the hair and ear. For
yeah,
me. It's
like
either
you
one.
pull back, right?
Yeah, yes, totally.
Okay. Okay.
Well, this is a good one.
Yeah, I think that a lot of questions that we get, you brought this up yesterday.
Mhm.
What do you wear with a patent leather skirt?
Right. Because
Right.
you're like, I don't want to go too patent on patent because I'm going to feel all S&M. If that's your
Yeah.
thing, do it. But also in the summertime, it might seem silly, but it's really good with a tank top
Yeah.
and a bare shoe because you're still saying, hey, I know it's hot.
Yeah.
And I know it's summer, but this is the vibe I'm looking for.
So this shoe becomes the tool
Mhm.
for when you have fabrications in your closet that kind of beg the question what to wear.
Mhm.
So any jacquard, if you wear brands like, I'm just going to mention designer here because immediately we'll get the
Mhm.
brand recognition, but like if you wear Dries Van Noten,
Right.
you've
Print
got some
focus,
printed
interesting.
things, right? Like this shoe, it bears it up, it takes it down, it takes it away from the outfit vibe.
And when you say without fail for shoe, I think it applies the same way it would with clothing, right? You want something to kind of quiet the noise. I know Jackie will probably tune in for this, but there's a client that has a closet full of, let's say, have shoes. She has in and out shoes, but she's always reaching for those with the outfit. So you need something to really quiet the noise. And that's when you really should lean into what we're saying is a without fail, almost like a fundamental shoe.
This sandal is the one that you're going to choose when you need just a little bit of toe poking out, right? So I think that for a lot of us, are we still live on this? Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. Back. We're having technical.
At least I know you're
No, it
not.
just went black in front of us.
Oh, it did?
It did, but it's back.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You should be good.
Okay.
Welcome on.
I love that because we know we're not AI.
Glitch.
If that's your AI self, I don't want no parts of it.
My AI self. Okay, so you want this type of shoe for when you need breathing room. So for me, if I were to wear, this is when I tend not to wear a shoe that has too much of a closed front,
Me too.
because it just kind of like puts a big stop on everything.
I know we're jumping around, but should we wait?
Yeah.
Okay, let's wait. I get excited.
Unless you have a better way to.
No, this is good. Let's
Yeah,
good.
we debated, guys. We're
Yeah.
gonna go shoe and then show you how it works, or go outfit and show. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's cool.
great. Okay, and then last usage for this shoe.
Yep.
Is when you are trying out something really, really modern. So
And
this
push,
is a
yeah.
pant that has the little gussets here, and this is when it is so important. And why without fails are important is because they like make something inextricably you. So if I was wearing this shoe with like an aggressive platform or like a super modern, like straight off the runway shoe,
Mhm.
it would be like
Distracting.
runway.
It's
I
an
go
outfit.
runway. It's an outfit.
Yeah.
And it's not. I need to bring it back into me. And
It's not
so
even an outfit. It's like pieces, right?
it becomes to pieces. And so what this shoe does, or what a bare shoe does, if it's your core without fail shoe, it makes everything feel like you every single time.
One more thing. It's funny because I came in and while I wouldn't do this now, you and I travel together, and when we're on a cold airplane, if I wore, say for instance, my sweatshirt instead of the blazer, I'm still gonna keep this on. You would want to think like, oh, do I need a sneaker with this? But I would do it because it just gives it a little bit of elevation,
Little push.
little push.
Okay. So the next shoe is, let's talk about the sandal. Do you want to
Okay.
grab one of the others?
Yeah.
So this sandal comes in two heights.
Right. So this one, the shorter of the two is Christopher. And what you'll notice is that while this is a new shoe with the footbed and the stitching that we showed you previously, this heel is about, I would say it's literally, I think it's a little under 1.5.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 1.5?
It's like, 1.7 something.
What's great about this heel, though, is you can see the way that Pauline, she's our designer based over in France, and what she does is she's curved this in. So your eye line is actually a little shorter than what the reality is of the height that you're getting. So this is, both of these are tall enough to give some height and a look, but not so much that it kicks your butt out.
Yeah, and it's really, so this one is about 2 3/4 or whatever. So it's almost 3 and not just over it. This comma really makes me feel like, okay, is all of my weight gonna carry on this? And it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now in this shoe,
Mhm.
if you wear the open-toed shoes like here in the square, this shoe is going to fit exactly the same as this shoe. So it's got the wider footbed, and then everything is adjustable here. So it's a very easy fit. And I just want to explain very quickly, Tibby's fits in shoes follows very much along the lines of the fits in the clothing. And what I mean by that is there is a relaxed feel to it. So if you think about shoes like Old Celine, Phoebe Philo, Margiela, Jill Sander, those are shoes that tend to have like some weightiness to it, but some femininity at the same time. For me, it's shoes like maybe some, Prada really changes depending on the season, but a lot of times the Prada shoes and the Miu Miu shoes are a little closer to the body, right? So I'm a good 39.5 40 in Margiela and the ones I just mentioned, Jill Sander.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Prada, I'm a solid 40
Right.
to 40 and a half.
Right. I go 41
Yeah,
for product. Yeah.
exactly. And then if it's like a Chanel or something, I'm like 41.
Does it vary for you from flat to heel? Because I know a lot of people go up in heels if they're closed toe.
It does, but I was having this conversation with PL yesterday,
Oh.
and we were having a big conversation around the shoes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she was saying that some of the shoes were fitting her differently this season. And I was explaining to her that we were really exploring some new lasts and some new uppers. And when you are in a designer collection that wants to explore, what that means is we just need to do a better job communicating of what will happen to you if you have more of a flat foot.
Mm-hmm.
How is something going to fit you? And if you have more of an arch, how is it going to fit you? Because no matter what you want to be able to do is constantly be exploring and doing new things.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do new things, if you are someone who has been used to buying this shoe every time,
Yeah.
or maybe like the other loafer that was more cut down,
Yeah, the natural.
when you buy another loafer from Tibby, yes, it's a loafer, but if it's cut up higher, there are different considerations for your arch and everything like that.
Right.
So that's what we're going to attempt to do here too, is to really explain that. So when you're wearing a Tibby shoe, you are looking for guts when you're walking. And for me, I like a bit of wiggle room.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big difference, guys. Like when you're fitting clothing from some brands, if you were in a fit session, they're going to really tailor it to the body.
Right.
Very tailored, very spot on, very perfect. When we tailor our clothing, when we do our shoes, there's an ease to it. It's all built in, and that even goes down to the feet, which I know sounds weird, but that's how it works. So this sandal, I'm wearing a 40 in it.
Mhm.
I could wear a 39 and a half, but I'm
Yep.
wearing the 40.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of length here at the end of my footbed.
Mm-hmm.
What I wanted to do with this sandal was create something that really does work with, that really works with a, man, we are just fucking winging this today. That's,
But that's great.
I wanted to do something that would really work with a sock.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes in the fall time when you wear a sock with the single sole, something feels a little disjointed because you've got the heaviness of the sock and the single sole. I
Right.
do it, it's a thing, but I wanted something that's got like the welt and a little bit more gravitas.
Can you just, since we're on it, can you explain to those the welt versus like single versus?
Mm-hmm. So this is your welt here
Mm-hmm.
that is going around the shoe. In this case, we've covered the welt in leather so that it's very seamless. Sometimes I'm in the mood for like a wood welt coming out of stacked wood. This time I wasn't. I wanted it fully covered, so it stayed as refined as a single, but it has the welt. And then this is a single sole. So even though they're not really different in the
Thickness of
stackedness of it,
Yeah.
it's something just feels
Yeah, a little
heftier and
gutsier.
stronger. Yeah, and it's funny because Prada, I think it was last year, they came out with big welts on the shoes, and she hadn't done welts in a while. And Sarah and I were saying, there's something that was interesting and appealing about it, but it was a little heavy-handed for
Too much
me.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of figuring out like what is it that I'm drawn to, and then how do I want to pull back on that. So what this shoe does for me is when I wear it with a sock, it works for when I'm wanting to create a booty effect. It's a weird word to say,
I like it.
but without it being like a booty.
So basically, you're creating almost like a heeled Borg or even like the Prada sandal shoe vibe because
Yeah.
you're getting coverage
I'm getting-
and interest.
I'm getting a boot vibe. Now, the way that I don't use this for me is I don't use a sock and a sandal as a pure like design element.
So you wouldn't wear the black with that, just to be like, I have a sandal, here it is. Well, I don't think would.
I would use it to help me feel other things. Like if I went here with the black,
Black
yeah,
rock.
I'll go ahead and
Okay.
try that on too.
Yep.
But if I went with the black and the black here, I think the black sock, what it does is it gives a bit of nerdiness
Mhm.
to a moment,
Mm-hmm.
which to me adds interest.
We've done this before with some of our more feminine skirts,
Yeah,
like a pleated pull-on skirt.
you give a
with
little
those sandals.
nerd. And I think what, for some people I know, like if you're in a more formal office environment, I think just resting on the knowledge that this simply looks like you're wearing a short boot and that's great, fine. And then when you're really in the know and you know how it's making you feel,
Mhm.
I think that the nerdiness of it is something that I'm very drawn to.
Right.
Um,
And someone else might just want coverage. Maybe they don't want to show open-toed, like if you're in an office where you can't wear open-toed shoes,
Yeah,
or it's a little bit cooler maybe in late September. So I know it's funny, immediately just because you have that sweater and I'm looking at it and it's dark, I almost wanted to see something light on top, but yeah.
yeah. So this to me provides a tremendous amount of functionality
Mm-hmm.
and interest. But I don't wear glittery body socks and things like that with it because I'm not trying to make that the statement. Like I'm
Right.
really leaning into the functionality of it. Doesn't mean that it's wrong when you do it. I just want to explain that for me, if you're someone who leans a little more pragmatic
Right.
with really like getting dressed, this gives a lot of pragmatism here.
Yeah.
It's not giving a skin sandwich, by the way. You can see like,
So just as a reminder back to the book, when we talk about sliding scale, the CP scale really goes from creative to pragmatic. Amy falls in the middle, kind of C5, P5, 6?
I'm C5, P5,
Okay.
right in the
So
middle.
if you need a reference point, that's just
Yeah.
there for you. Okay. All right,
Um,
shorts.
Okay, so for me,
Okay.
I am not, I'm not doing this short.
On vacation, you do it short, but
I'm doing the short.
yeah.
But for me,
Oh, no.
I'm not doing it with the sock and the heel.
But Brody, 100%.
Brody, yes. And so that to me, like this, what is great about this type of shoe is it can work as your most pragmatic shoe,
Mm-hmm.
but depending on how you're styling it, yeah, if you're wearing a short and the sock
Mm-hmm.
and this and like a big like baseball jacket, all of a sudden you can be full on Paris Fashion Week
Mm-hmm.
mode with a shoe that is, it's just how malleable
Right.
a shoe can be. So I don't, personally for me, I don't wear heels with short things.
Right.
That feels,
Where I do find it to be a little applicable because we have such a younger, not even cohort, but audience. Someone like Sloan, if she's wearing that to go out for drinks with her friends and wearing that with a short, it's really a big slim skin conversation for someone.
exactly.
Right.
And I think that is really important because when people are like, well, can I wear it to be in Miami? Like, yes, you can wear it to a club in
Right.
Miami
You can wear it to
with the
Vegas, right?
sparkled like one piece, that and the heel, right?
Mhm.
It's just knowing what is this shoe doing for you and how can you twist it and turn it for the different moments of your life
Yeah.
is a really good thing.
Yeah.
Um,
True.
So here,
So
this
she
is-
has the Moo jean, just if you're wondering, which is
Yeah.
our slimmer jean back to the Milborn.
yeah. And so this is where this sock and sandal is like perfection to me, is it's giving the right amount of coverage with a jean. If I was wearing this jean and a big sweatshirt, I might go bare on the sandal just to give it like a little breathing
Little
room,
air.
a little air.
Yeah.
But I would definitely wear it with a jean, especially when you look at a jean that is a little more fitted,
Mm-hmm.
because I think that
Oh.
you can get into trope territory really quickly, and I think that the sock and shoe always keeps it a little cool and grounded.
This is a really great conversation to have, especially because we're in the summer transitioning into fall, and people
Yeah.
are going to wonder, how do I wear these sandals now and later? And it's not just a seasonal thing. Okay, so talk to me about when you wear it.
I'm just gonna, This,
Wait, did you see the shock and awe? I was like, what in the?
what I just want to show here is, what's great too is
So
when
she's-
you take a pant or something, and
Mhm.
this is ridiculous looking, I know,
Yeah.
but when you just own the utility of it.
Right. She tucked her Stella trouser into her sock, which you do also with your step.
Yeah,
But now you're doing it with the heel, and you created this balloon jogger feeling.
right. And so this is when you let pragmatism really lead the way, sometimes really creative things just happen. And this is where you get the superpower of resisting anyone's commentary or anyone's side glance. So if you saw me and I'm walking around and I've tucked in my pants into the socks,
And you say, "Hey, miss, your socks, your pants are in your sock."
you forgot to do that. I think that this gives me a superpower because I'm like, well,
I know.
I'm not dragging my pants in the subway. It's wet outside. I'm in London. I'm not dragging through the wet streets. And I know my reason for doing something. And when you know your reason for doing something, then it really separates a comment into someone just breathing and speaking and someone actually saying something that is interesting and pertinent to you.
Gotcha.
It's not pertinent.
I doubt that I would wear a white sandal with this, but I really wanted to see what the heel height would do for me, which I don't, I'm not really mad at it. I kind of don't mind it, but
I don't mind it at all.
yeah, I don't mind it. But so you see now I still have the same jogger, but it's elevated in a different way from having a flat.
So
I'm still pregnant.
So I think your considerations here also come into color.
Right.
So this sandal we did in quite a few different colors. You can see how much we were in love here. I'm really into the gold sandal. And one of the reasons why I love the gold is, for me, it is a way to, again, very pragmatically get like a more holiday vibe in, I guess, if that's what I'm craving. Do you,
Well,
do you
I've
have
seen
the
you.
darker sheer sock?
Yeah, I have a dark sheer sock. I have these
Can I
guys.
borrow that one?
Yeah, you can.
It's your personal one, sorry.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
here, wait, you know what, I'll take this
Okay.
one. I won't. Really had the grossest book comment today when I was giving a bagel.
Oh, it's not like the guy that told me, "Hey, I want to lick your toes."
Oh, it was almost like that. What did he look like?
I mean, I can't describe him because he could look like a lot of people, but he was on the train, and I said, "No,
Did he have on green socks today?
no." But what if it's the same guy? If you're out there, we are not into that.
So not into that. Okay, so now I'm putting up the sheer sock with the gold. And what I love about this is it really does like turn a lot of things into a moment. So let's just say that you've surprised me. We're gonna go someplace like really fabulous, and this is all I've got in my suitcase. The minute I put on
Perfection.
just the black sheer and the gold,
Feels
I'm out.
special.
I'm done. I'm totally outfitted, and you're just so like done. Now Sarah's been living.
I'm obsessed with this color.
Yeah,
It's rich.
It is rich. So that's this orangish color that she's wearing.
Oh, ochre, right?
Um,
It's almost like this orange. So this is ring.
Definitely good ring 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we have a ring 3 conversation? Because I want to put this into ring 4 because it feels very like primary when it's up next to red, but it's really kind of orange-ish, yellow-ish.
Yep.
What are you craving for this gray, like powdery, almost that car color that we talked about?
Well, I think that, you know, colors, my color moods change each season. We say on the color wheel, which good Lord, I mean, there are enough colors on there, you better stay on it. But I think it's more just like depending on what I'm wanting to lean into a little bit more versus others. So what the gray was doing for me was, I do have a lot of white shoes in my closet. I have a lot of brown and I have a lot of black,
True.
right?
So it's
And
that in
this-
between.
So for me, this just felt really new and fresh, especially wearing it with like, you know, as that ring 3 gray, like even here,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, more ring 2. But like taking this ring 3, it gives it like
Lifts it up.
more of a tailored moment to it. Here I'm wearing just all shades of gray, and I just find it to be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a shoe, the gray one to me is, if you are a little bit drownage in your whites, your browns, your blacks, then I think this gray is an interesting option. I also find it very interesting to wear like with a brighter color. So if I'm wearing the white, for instance, we know just like when you're reading the color wheel,
Mm-hmm.
that the white is going to be more
So-
bold and sharp,
Yeah.
but the yellow with the gray is giving a little more nuance and depth, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm just holding it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay,
Okay.
so this is a gap conversation too, because people tend to gravitate to the shoe that they wear a lot of. Like,
Yeah.
I really need a black shoe. I have a lot of black shoes, and when you guys show us your closets, it's all the same. So you should aim for filling a gap in your closet.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes a cool.
My right side is the higher heel,
Mhm.
and this side is the lower heel.
Can we do the stand so they could see
Yeah,
it? 'Cause
so-
I feel like you can't really see how high that is.
You were just testing me. I know I'm gonna break.
No, you
that.
do that bar, girl. You got this.
Okay, so this is the higher heel.
I got you.
Thank you. That's the higher heel,
Come
and this is like as much as I can slouch in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we have
The
the
lower.
lower heel. Lower heel, you can really move your hip out. I like both though. I was saying Sarah and I've been craving, but we've been styling a little bit higher heels. So I don't need to go higher than this. But
Mhm.
now, Couture, were you able to wear the 40 in these?
I was,
Okay.
yeah. I usually go up like a half sometimes,
Yeah.
but that's strappy and it has an adjustable strap. So
This is a good example where you and I are a minimum half size apart and sometimes a full size apart.
Mhm.
But on this, we can both wear
yeah,
the 40, even, and I can do the 40 without the socks.
because
as well.
your foot's slightly narrower than mine, but we both have kind of a wide-ish foot at the front.
Are you flat-footed or? do
I
you have
am.
that
My
far?
grandma told me not to walk barefoot, and I think it's because we're both kind of country.
I'm totally barefoot. Yeah,
So
you know, it's like too much.
not
playing
kind
with
of, we are
words.
country.
Okay, so here is this with
You know what's
a
funny?
barefoot that you guys can see.
Remember I had my shoe on yesterday? I'm like, I guess, but like with the sock, I just felt like, okay, here comes Amy. Here comes
I
Amy.
know.
Yeah.
Well, and this is, but what I love about this shoe is it really can give a much more elegant vibe. I think if I was very loaded up with like a big black skirt and a big black top, and I was just going someplace where I just wanted to be a little more elegant, this,
Mhm.
you know, just bare or
But not
a
uncomfortable.
hosiery here, but not uncomfortable.
Elegant, but
Uncomfortable
not
is rude.
uncomfortable. We didn't show the
So
brown.
anyway, so we were both wearing a 40 in this. I could have gone to a 39 and a half. You could have gone to a 40 and a half,
Yeah.
but both of them did work. So this is your very easy, malleable shoe to figure out.
The one color we didn't show you guys is this really beautiful. It's kind of, it has reddish undertones, do you feel? It's
Yes,
warm.
it's got reddish. I really, it's pretty rare that I would do like a straight up like Ralph Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Like a
brown.
ring
We
too
leave that
brown.
for Ralph.
But it's
Um,
not the other burgundy.
But
that
it's
we
got
had
the
before.
reddish undertones
Yeah.
to it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So the next shoe I'm going to show here.
Mm-hmm.
This one's got paint on it. Ray was playing with the shoes yesterday. You guys will see the campaign.
So this is the Norbert.
This is Norbert. So Norbert has a pointed toe. Does not come with the paint, guys. This is a size 40.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, at Tibby, when it is pointed and closed toe,
Mm-hmm.
I tend to be a 40.
Mm-hmm.
And if this were squared around it, I would most certainly be a 39 and a half, especially when the back is open.
Right. So when it's like this for me, I go up to 40 and a half. But I think this is also a conversation about leather, right? We do a really soft leather, and sometimes we do a little bit stiffer, like in the Rudolph. So tell me about this. What were you craving when you guys
So-
designed this?
Let me show first. So this shoe is choked up. When you have a choked up shoe, and if you have a high arch, you need a shoehorn.
Yeah.
Like, that's why they invented shoehorns, for this very reason. You've got the elastic in the back and then this detail coming off. Now, the reason why we did this detail here, because someone asked if it would like obstruct the flow of a pant
I have it on
in the back. No, like it's there.
It's gonna
like,
either
come
go
on,
over
like,
it.
Yeah.
It's going over it right now, and you can see I have the good puddle at the bottom.
So,
But if I wanted it to show, I just let it sit on top.
so the reason why we wanted this longer foot is there was something very appealing about the idea of like the foot really continuing. Now, like if you saw what JW did with the way they robes,
Mm-hmm.
like he took it to the nth degree. I was like, is he gonna really produce those? And they did. But I can't even imagine walking in them. But
It's
there
not
was
as pragmatic.
like
not pragmatic
you
at all.
just could not. There's
Right.
no set of stairs you could climb that would have that stair width to let you do
She's
that.
not climbing stairs. She's not even walking.
Not at all in those. But I loved the idea of it. I loved what that length was giving in a shoe. And so I think like when you crave oversize, a lot of people crave that length, that like bigness in a shoe. So I wanted to give that because it really makes things more interesting. So to me, if I'm gonna go with, let's say the skirt here, right? And I'm gonna kind of just try like, you can see here I've got the, sorry, we're not used to where this camera is. You can see I've got this kind of browny, winey shoe on with this.
Yeah.
And then the brown skirt and the gray here. So this is giving like all of this
It's really rich.
rich.
Because now
rich.
it's a conversation about texture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to do here, like in this example, the way I'm using this skirt is to give the length here. I don't look like I'm wearing a ballerina flat. It looks more interesting. It's got edge to it. But if I'm wearing like this full pant here, what this shoe now does for me is it really gives me something coming out of the front of the shoe.
Yeah.
And this is where, I mean, the front of the pant. So this is where like when a shoe is squared off, it's like you're going squeech, like you just totally stop.
Right.
And this point is what keeps things going. Now we talk a lot, this is not an attempt to elongate the body. This is a conversation that when your eye just is allowed to be more fluid and move around.
I loved it. I was playing Pictionary. I knew you were going to say fluid when you did this. I was like, I got you. But
I know that should be our Tibby Pictionary.
Oh,
night.
done.
That'd be fun.
I think this is a great place to inject principles.
Yeah.
Right? Because we need to apply the principles to everything, not just clothing, but shoes. So when we talk about big, slim skin, as someone that's a little bit more petite or a little taller or a little fuller, a little slimmer, and you're like, I can't wear this or that. It's really about how the eye travels over the body. And so this is when, right, this is really interesting. This is when you're having a full pant. You're going to have something a little slimmer or tucked in here. But that shoe, you can't go from this pant with a platform or something that's really big and expect it to really have the eye flow and feel comfortable.
And this is too, like, speaking of that big, I think that like, if I was wearing like an extra large in this sweater for me, or if I was wearing the cocoon sweatshirt, if I had a lot of bigness here and the bigness here, I really want
You got to reel it in.
That's my slim coming right out, and I've got the sleeves pushed up.
For skin,
right?
yeah.
So this is the shoe that is adding slim when you need it to counterbalance the big. It is the shoe that is giving visual interest when you need something more than something that might just be a little average. So earlier we were showing the toe ring sandal alley as like a really good option with this pant. And that was because that was a woof and it just made you feel so yourself. But what I want to show here is like when you're wearing a super modern pant, to me, if I were to mix this with like just a pure ballet flat, that ballet flat is not going to play at the same level of this pant.
Well, this is, and it's not masculine or feminine, but this one feels a little bit, ballet would feel sweet and not really there. It wouldn't be as like strong. This comes off very modern.
Yeah, exactly. Modern without
Versus-
trying too hard.
Right.
So this shoe is when you need something that is giving you all that functionality of a ballet flat, but it's doing it with just a little more edge so that it stands up to this pant.
Right.
Also, I'm not a normal ballet flat person, but I have partaken
Yeah.
in the last couple of years. Like, and I just, like, I need something new, and this is what that shoe is doing for me.
I gravitate to a flat shoe like this when I need just the, like you said, just the toe.
Yeah. Let me know.
Yeah, and so with the Winslow, which I really, really love, but especially if I'm wearing something that looks a little bit more casual, this fabrication is denim, but it can read casual, so this is going to dress it up a little bit more for me, and then I can throw a blazer on and feel like I'm ready to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me about this, because having two options in fabrication
It's key.
is what we do, and it's also key.
Is what we do, because it just, it totally changes up the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So here we've got this in the navy blue satin.
Mm-hmm.
And what this is doing for me is, let's imagine that I'm wearing, like, in our winter collection, we have this beautiful, like, plunge neck black silk dress.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to flat with it. Like, it's super plunge neck, so bare. So I don't want a sandal with it because that bareness of the sandal. And I don't even want the hosiery with the sandal because that's a little aggressive with, like, all that cleavage.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, to be able to wear a flat
Mm-hmm.
with that is key. So we did this. We also did one in a patent leather, more of like a tuxedo shoe. But that's what this satin is so good for, is when you need the shoe that dresses something up without it becoming dressed up in the way that one would think of, like, oh, I'm just going to buy that over the top, like, Bottega feather shoe or whatever.
Mhm, mhm.
That's a dress up moment.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you want dress up without it just being like such a moment.
Yeah.
And this is what that shoe is really great for. So, again, I'm wearing the 40 in these. I am very flat footed, so I do not need a shoehorn to get these in. But I'm filling it out. It's got the elastic on the back, so it's staying up. So you tried these on, Couture. What size are you in?
So this one I would probably go up. I have on, I think I would go up to a 40 and a half, maybe a 41. So I want to have a conversation about
Do you have on the 40 right
I have on
now?
a 40 in leather. I don't have a 40 in this, so I can try it.
So but you're able to get it on. It's
Yes.
just like
I was able to get it on, but I definitely needed a shoehorn.
Yeah.
Because it's also a matter of elastic, right?
Yeah.
When we give you things like this, the elastic is tight as it should be, because the more you wear this, the elastic's gonna kind of conform to your
Yeah.
foot. And so it's a good thing that it's tight, and not tight, but like snug to the foot.
Okay, so you,
Let me show
in
you.
Tibby,
Mhm.
most people are 2 sizes. You are 2 sizes in other brands as well if you're wearing a wide variety of another brand's shoe,
Right.
just so you know. But in this shoe, you're going to want to take your larger Tibby size.
Right.
But I would say that if your foot is wider or has a higher arch, you may want to go up a size altogether. And that's not going to be difficult because you've got this elastic really holding you in here. I do want to say that Dr. Scholl's makes these really good gel inserts that we use in the fittings and the runway shows. And those are very comfortable and do add,
Can we talk about the cushion that's right there?
Yeah.
Too? I saw you rubbing it.
so 2 things on this shoe. One, you pointed this out last week, Katara, but
Yeah.
these do have the slip guards. We run around on cobblestones and subway tiles a lot, and they're
Yeah.
wet, and this helps out. This is a very important part of the process. It's a big deal if you know what all goes into it. And then the shoes like this has a really nice padding on the inside, and that padding exists like on the sandals and everything as well. So it's a very, very comfortable shoe, and it's got the higher choke.
So with this one, with the choke, it's akin to the Larry, right? The Larry is a choked up heel.
Yeah.
And for this, I would need a little bit more because I'm a little fuller right there. So I would totally go up, not because I need length, but I need the height
Yeah.
to be a little bit more open.
Okay.
For sure.
There's lots of variables to think about in the shoes, guys. Okay, so the shoe also comes, oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It also comes in a heel. The heel that it comes in is the shorter heel, same as the shorter heel that we showed you on the sandal. This one has a more cut down front. Now, guys, I'm sorry, like I do wish that the world was like completely simple and there was just like one easy answer for everything. But if you've got this really high arch, and if you're going up a half size to augment for that here, you may not need it here because this one is more cut down.
Mhm.
So, when you read a Reddit thread, it's like, I just do not understand why there cannot be industry standards. There are no standards in the world because we're all individuals. And if you want really new, interesting stuff, who do we choose for? Are we only, designing for conservative flat-footed people or aggressive high-arch people or whatever? So we know that these shoes, we put them in a way that if you follow along the CP scale, there's always going to be something for you. And now we're showing you how to think about wearing it. So I'm going to put on the 40.
Mhm.
So I just had the 40, the one that was,
And I'm wearing the 40 in the brown now, and you can see that it almost reads like I'm wearing, not a cowboy boot, but I'm getting that rich point that you would get in a boot.
yeah,
Why would I wear a boot when I can wear,
or
You know,
it's just an
some-
option, yeah.
yeah,
like,
just an option to have.
also, especially if you're traveling,
Mm-hmm.
boots are consideration. They take up a lot of space on
Right.
the plane. They can get claustrophobic on the plane. You
Right.
swell.
But
So-
if you're a pant person, right? Because some people are like, I am not wearing dresses. I'm not wearing skirts. You and I wear skirts and dresses, so we might consider a boot differently because we want coverage. But if you're someone that's like, that's not my vibe, but I still want the end use of like the toe, the
Yeah.
point, the length, it's good.
Now, so what I want to point out here is in this shoe,
Mhm.
when I'm going to put the satin on one foot and I've got the leather on the other. This
Mhm.
is the one with the heel, which is more cut down.
Right.
So for me, being all flatty footed, when I walk,
Mm-hmm.
this can pop out here because my length of my foot is closer to a 39 and a half.
Right.
So I
I'm not
don't,
popping out of mine at all, right?
right. So,
That's what gets up.
so I don't have that coverage here on my flat foot,
Mhm.
keeping it in. So this is where, I would say because it's still pointed, I'm going to stick with the size 40.
Mhm.
I'm actually gonna put a little gel insert in the
Right.
front to push my foot back a little bit further
Right.
and get some length out of it.
I go for
Because,
longevity in the day too. Like you said, if you're swollen, if you're walking, I want to be able to last the full day.
yeah, I'm at my least swollen right now.
Right.
Like come to me at 4 o'clock and we'll be like
Right.
shoving me on the ground to get these in. So I think that, and this one is staying on, oh no, see my foot's still coming
Yeah.
out here. So,
So we're
for me, flat footed, pure 40, straight up here in the arch.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, remember I'm a 40 in Prada, 39 and a half in the Margiela world,
Mhm.
usually.
So
But
for
here-
me, 40 here, and then I go up 40 and a half in the flat.
Yeah.
It's something that's choked up, I'm going up.
Yeah, you're going up.
Choked up, go up.
And on me, I'm just gonna put a little padding in there though, because also I can't stand anything too tight. And like you said, our feet grow throughout the
And
day.
you're a sock wearer, you just want range.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's talk loafers here. So we have done the welt here and we extended the leather to cover the welt. And I did that because I think that what I'm craving right now is something that reads uber modern, but it's still a loafer. This is not a dainty loafer. And what I mean by that, just to distinguish, and this is not negative, but like when I was at Max, he has those the rose loafers.
Mhm.
I love them. I do. Like I
Oh,
see
sweet.
those twins running around in them. They look so good. Sarah can put them on. She looks so good.
Yeah.
I put them on and it literally, I'm like
It's too
about
spot
to
on,
check
yeah.
out your library books. Like it loses everything. Like I got to get a tattoo or something in order to wear them.
Don't do
So
that.
That's not going to happen.
Don't do that.
So, so for me, when I wear a loafer, this is where I lean to being more of that Jill Sander, that Margiela, that Balenciaga
Mhm.
type person. I'm not the cleanliness of a Jimmy Choo, the refinement of a Manolo. I can appreciate it, but it makes me feel a little fussy
Mhm.
because of the way that I dress.
Mhm.
Someone else pulls it off, they look insane in it, not me. And you know, when people say things like, well, how can you pull it off? I can't pull it off. This is where, like, it is what it is.
Well, I feel like people see you as who you are right now, but there's a journey that we're all on, right? So like at some point you did wear one and that might have been the vibe, but you realize that's not me anymore. And I think people need space to realize like, this isn't me and I could have worn it, but it's not my vibe.
Yeah, but I have to say, I go back and I look at my late 20s self and I was like, why was I trying to do all that? I don't know. Like, I was looking a little suburban for no
reason.
Like,
you were in the city then, so I don't even know how you look suburban.
I was working for American Express. I
Right.
had goals, whatever. Like,
I tried to wear sandals and
Wasted.
socks for like probably like I don't know 10 years ago. My friend was like, "Who are you? What are you doing with that?" And I took it off immediately. And I'm gonna show you a picture. And I was so sad because I was like, "This is a vibe, guys. You don't get it." And I was in Atlanta somewhere, and they were like laughing me down. So, but the now me would not care. Back then, I was like, I must fold myself into the.
no, because when someone with that big old wedge is laughing you down, you're like,
Right.
last laugh. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here is this shoe. I'm going to do some poundage to get my foot in. So I love this higher, clearly this season we were craving things that are coming up a little bit higher on the foot. So for me, being the flat foot that I am, I'm able to just like shove my foot right on in there. But some people will require a shoehorn. Some people, if you've just gotten a manicure, you're going to fuck up your manicure because you're going to put your finger in there and you're going to let your foot slide right in.
Don't try to be a hot girl like me because you'll lose a nail. So I just want to show you that I'm a little bit bigger in this shoe, so I would probably go up to 41, which I do. That's my largest tippy size that I'll go up in when I need the space because I'm wider. I just wanted to have a tail of the white shoes
Have
here.
you tried on the 41 in these yet?
No, I will.
Yeah, because I just
Maybe
want
I
to
need
know
a
if
half.
it gives you too much length.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'd like some more information on that.
So TBD, I will give everyone information on that.
So you see for me, guys, this is a soft leather. So I'm just going to do that and my foot pops right in.
You're right. I just need a shoehorn.
Well, I'm also,
Yeah, I need a shoehorn. That's it.
well, okay. Yeah, fun fact here too.
Are you wearing 39?
Fun fact. Well, here, yes. So you can really see this has been stretched out because it's worn by so many models,
Yep.
including men. So this is a 39, right?
Yep.
And I could get my foot into it. But the size 40, fresh out of the box, it's going to be a little bit of a tougher ask here. Tough, but absolutely worth it. So this stretches out really nicely. That is the benefit of just a beautiful, rich.
But also maintains once it does stretch. I feel like getting the wear in that, seeing you move your foot in it, it's like that lived-in feeling is still really good.
It is so malleable and good here. And I think what's great too is it's, even if it gets fully stretched out at all, it can't pop out because this loafer is just, he's cut up so high. So when do we love a loafer?
Yes.
I love a loafer. Again, I'm pulling out this skirt a
She's
lot.
giving lots of options here.
Yeah, but I love like what it's doing
It's
with
grounding
this skirt.
you.
It's grounding
This is
it.
the wall.
It's definitely making me not feel too precious in this. I do like it with any jogger pant because it's giving the good ankle here.
Right. I pulled out these because I think people want to gravitate to a sneaker when you have a jogger, but this white will do the same thing, right?
Yeah,
So it's like, this is your sneaker in this situation as a sneaker person.
Yeah, so that's when when we talk about tools, it's asking, what is this shoe at a minimum really being? And this shoe, at the end of the day, it's being something malleable, something comfortable,
Something refined.
refined. And so, of course, like if I was going to a gym to work out, and that is a whole different story here, but we're going to have it at some point. But like, this is what you're going to put on. You're not going to just grab the nastiest thing in your.
But you running out to bar class or somewhere where you're I don't know who caught strays just now.
We're talking about your Uggs.
Don't put me in it. My name's Bennett.
Sloan put the ugly in Uggs.
I can't, because then you're implicating me. I can't high five you.
I'm sorry, that was good.
That's not good.
Her Uggs are so nasty. They are so nasty.
No, we should bronze them.
I know, they look
wear
like
them
the
this
pink
week.
gerbil.
Please wear them every day.
Okay, so this skirt is tailored, but it's got some femininity to it. And I love how the loafer is bringing back classic. to something that is really modern. So the bottom line here, oh, and for me too, flat out, wearing a mini skirt, this is the way that I'm gonna do it.
Right.
Now, I definitely just saw a vision of my grandmother in Indiana playing golf, like smoking with a martini.
Oh,
It was, I mean, endangered our lives a couple times in the car.
this is Bernice.
No, this is Betty. They were night.
Betty sounds like, I feel like you're a little bit of both.
Betty was a partier. But this is when I'm wanting to give classic, but this is where this covered welt and everything is really giving this edge. And then certainly playing this up and like, Carol, actually put him on real quick.
I'm really obsessed with the little hairs coming out on the side 'cause it's so unexpected.
I know, he's just, and at first we kept going back and forth. I'm like, can you shave it down? Can you shave it down? I'm like, you know
No,
what?
it's good.
It is what it
'Cause
is.
if you shaved it, it wouldn't be so special. That
Yeah.
little lip makes it different from all the other loafers that are out there.
I totally agree. So this is when you're just wanting to wear something that is tongue-in-cheek classic, but you're not that leopard woman. We know that leopard woman, right? And
Leopard
she's
is a particular.
amazing. No, like it's a thing, right?
Right.
But I always love the idea of it, but I don't want to be the trope. I don't want to be the trope of anything.
Right,
So
right.
It's just nothing against that trope. It's just tropes.
So when would you
Okay.
gravitate to this
Hannah.
guy? All
Okay.
right, so we've done the Herbert and we've done it in all of the colors and also in this cheetah.
He's so good. He's
Yeah.
cheetah, isn't he? Is he a leopard or a cheetah?
Leopard.
Leopard?
Thank you.
Okay,
I'm sure
thank
they're
you.
chiming in. All right. So let's do.
So,
Harry.
okay, so this is Harry. Harry is, this is a size 40 that I'm gonna throw on here. I can wear a 40 or a 39 and a half in this.
Mhm.
And the reason why I can go up a size half than I would normally wear for something that has this wider footbed here is because it is choked up so high. So it's
Right.
never going to fall.
So while she's
off my
trying it
feet.
on, I want to show you just a little bit of construction that matters. So this elastic here kind of keeps this together. You can slide it on. Elastic's going to be tighter when you first get it, but it's going to loosen over time. And if you're somebody that's like, I don't even need elastic, just cut it. All right.
Okay, yeah, and so now flatter foot, you can really get right in there. If you've
Right.
got an arch, you might need a shoehorn, but I have to say, this is a shoe that starts to really like give over time. So look, here's the great thing about this shoe. Like you can see how much it smushes up, but it absolutely has a hard, beautiful Italian sole on it. It's got the grip here. We sold this to one of our husbands in Aspen. He was so cute and he came in. He tried on the fur one, but his wife was like, no, she wasn't having it.
The spur run is
I
a
left him in
dream.
the fur. He bought the navy, but yeah, so
We got a
it's so
new
good.
we got a new LL Bean catalog in the house, and Martin's flipping through it, and I was like, absolutely not. Only for a slipper, but I really love that this has. I'm jumping around because this Sherpa is not on the bottom; it's only on the sides, and I folded it down. I really feel good in it. So,
Yeah.
okay, when would you wear that with this?
Yes,
Okay.
I would. So to me, this absolutely is giving every single thing that a sneaker does, but it's doing with a boot. But the solve for this shoe, and this shoe, like, this was 3 years in the making. This was Pauline, Alana, myself, and Cecilia in Italy going back and forth, because I was like, please, God, just give me, like, the functionality of Sloane's hideous Uggs.
Oh my god.
Give me what I did love from my Bluchers from Ella Bean when I was in high school. Give me something that I can just, like, something that we talk about things that can make it to the grocery store or that can make it to the office.
By the door that runs out. Yeah.
But I also wanted something that just makes it to the mailbox. And so, really just being,
But
a
not just
shoe
for the
that
mailbox,
goes
it's
to-
doing everything.
it's doing everything, but getting me to the mailbox in gross weather,
Mhm.
but also somehow working in the springtime,
Yeah.
like the Holy Grail. And, Sarah showed this with the dress here. And I think, she really just wanted to play up, like, how can we like really tame down a dress? She did it with this shoe.
I wore the shoe with the sheer skirt, so things that are feminine.
hands down, the mini skirt, yeah.
Mhm.
So feminine or on the little bit of a sexy
Mm-hmm.
vibe. For sure, I'm wearing the shorts here, but I would wear this with the
Totally.
longer jean
Mhm.
as well.
What about the move? Like something that's slim like that with a little cuff. Would that be your vibe?
You know what? I think in general, there's really nothing that I wouldn't wear with this.
Okay.
I think it's just going to change up the entire vibe or moment to it. Because even if I was wearing the dress pant,
Mm-hmm.
and let's say I'm on an airplane and I'm going to like a big gigantic meeting,
You are going to a big, gigantic meeting.
let's say I'm going to have a financial presentation. On the airplane, I'm taking socks and I'm tucking it into this.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I get off the plane for my big presentation, I'm going to slip on my sandal or whatever, but it's cold out and this is going to take me all over. I spend a lot of time in Austin, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
This has got Texas all over it.
All right.
Okay, so
Let's go into this guy.
two shoes less. Yeah.
Oh, let's do this. Okay. So, would you say this is more like what's the wicker one? Slung. The Wilder?
Yes, this is like
This
the
is-
Wilder.
this is
bottom.
the Wilder
This is
bottom.
the Somerset flat.
Right. So the Wilder that we had with the raffia in black.
Same body.
This is that body. So you get this point, but you get a little nick there, and I know it seems like nothing, but it's really important because it gives you a little bit more space for something that's traditionally a little bit more pointy. So when are you going to gravitate to this point? I'm going to gravitate to it with pants that I need like a fuller pant,
Yeah, this is really gonna
like this version.
uphold the same conversation that we had here,
Mhm.
where it's gonna give you the point, but the cutout is gonna give you more
A little
breathing
skin,
room.
right? Because this is choked up.
Yeah,
Go up, opened up.
yeah. Now, what I found in this shoe, and I found it in the summer shoe as
Mhm.
well, is even though this is a closed toe,
Mhm.
the openness here allowed me to be very comfortably in the 39 and a half.
Yeah.
So
I'm a 40 in that one also,
Uh-huh.
and I find I am drawn to the Mary Janes people wear, even those little like 3-strap velvet guys.
Yeah.
But they're a little too sweet for
They're
me.
just- yes.
For me, because I end up looking kind of matronly. I don't look edgy in them, and I need something a little bit more angular.
No, I totally agree because I've never been able to do a Mary Jane. I also, you went to church growing up. I went to church, like it was such a little girl's church shoe.
It's like
But
Catholic uniform vibes.
I think that like I've always appreciated the irony that like Alexa Chung or someone could do with a Mary Jane.
Right.
I remember when the Valentino studs first came out like forever ago, and it was the Mary Jane. I went and bought them. I did the red ones. I never wore them once. Never once.
Yeah, I can
Never
only wear
once.
the tabby because of that little like cow toe.
Yeah. So if you have never felt good in a Mary Jane, but have appreciated one, this is a really good shoe for you.
Mhm.
If you feel good in a Mary Jane and
You're
you
also
appreciate
gonna feel
them, you're also going to feel
Then
good.
you probably need this one because you have that rounded toe cover it, and then
Yeah.
this is a gap filler.
Exactly.
All right, so I
Exactly.
put on our fuzzy teddy bear Seth, and I want to talk to people. When do you think someone should be wearing the Seth teddy? Because this is a fuller. It automatically, because of the pile height, becomes a big.
I mean, he's just the ick. He's
So
the
these are
ick.
for you. These are
Like
good.
1000%. If I'm going home for the
No,
holidays,
she's off it.
he's like my live-in.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you're home for the holidays, you're just even going to the movie and you like want
Yeah.
a little bit more. You know, like if I'm wearing like
When I wear my fuzzy flip flops out, some lady said, "Your slippers." I was like, "My chocolates are not. These are for the outside because they're leather, and this is like it's not a slipper because it's a hard bottom
yeah.
shoe. I mean, it's a sole. I guess I'll say.
And I think one of the things too is like I of course love as much as the next person the idea of the furry feathery pumps, etc. We've done them, we love them. But the thing is they're always relegated to like a big moment. It's a pump. Like you're not really just going to a movie theater. You're not really just jumping on the airplane. So this is when you want to feel all that excitement that you have in those furry pumps, but you need it just to be in a little more everyday mode.
Yeah.
This is definitely your shoe. Now I'm a 39 and a half for sure.
Yeah, I'm a 40 in
In
this.
that. So
and I would tie it up.
He's got all the big.
What I love is when people are like, I don't get it. This is what you really came here for, because the interesting parts of Tibby are the things that nobody kind of wants to delve into. Like,
Yeah.
who's doing this fuzzy sneaker?
Right, last but not least is the boot here. So when we've talked about the shoes and your fit, we've always said that when you have the sharper pointy toe, you're gonna go on your larger size in Tibby. And when something is rounder or squared off, you're gonna go in your smaller size in Tibby. This one fits more like it's more rounded. I know this may look pointed to you, but if you compare it to like Bronson.
Yeah, the Bronson, it's definitely, here, I got it.
Yeah.
So this is slightly rounded, just like what that cutoff point did on the flat we just had.
Yeah. So this shoe, we did show it last week. I love this with, I don't like seeing skin on it with it, but for me, like, I love this with a longer short.
Yeah.
Because
I was gonna say, if you had a belt on, you could totally take the belt off and sit it a little lower.
I also like it with a skirt here. And what I like about this as an option is that, God, I have such a hard time with seeing things backwards. What I like about it is you can see here from the side, I really liked the wide at the top of the foot here
Right. Versus
with the
slim.
wide in the skirt versus the slim.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean I don't like that
Mhm.
with that. I love that with the slim one
Mhm.
if you're wearing the Bronson. But to me, this feels very fresh and new to have like a fuller top half and then the top of your boot is full as
Feels a
well.
little bit more serious, and that feels a little bit more chill. It's just a vibe change.
It is
While
a
you
vibe
have
change.
that in your hands, can you tell me about this guy when you're wearing it? Like, when you wear this, how do you wear this one? Because I know this one is like a wrap.
Mhm. I think that this is just giving all the sexiness that those high slit front skirts are. And it's giving all the refinement of a trouser skirt. And the combination of the two is just making it very uber modern.
So you treat it like a high slit skirt, so you're gonna wear the same coverage under that you would for a slit skirt.
Yeah, because, I mean, you got the way Tracy did this pocket cover
It's supposed to be
here, it's giving you a
little
little
slit,
coverage in case
little
you
mini.
go in Sans underwear or didn't get a bikini wet or whatever.
Woo!
I'm just saying,
Or you,
whatever.
if you want to live in that life. All right, so
Yeah.
last but least, so returning Leo versus Bronson. The measurements are on.
This is a without fail. For
Yeah.
people. Yes, you went in and really put on those measurements. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you have asked if we are going to recut these. No, we're not. It just takes too long. The Italians are on vacation. I hope they have a wonderful time. But they're on vacation. So that is going to take too long. And you know what, guys? Like, things do take a while.
Well,
to
what I
turn around.
what I like
And
is
that's
that we
okay.
gave them options, right? So if you're looking for coverage, stockings and the sandals. We also have this one. It's gonna be good.
Okay, it's good. We're not going to replenish now.
However,
Cowboy here, cow guy, he is being replenished because there are cow hides in stock. And so when the Italians get back from the beach, they're going to start making him right up and we'll be good to go here. And that's good because, I mean, the cow just, who knew?
oh my goodness,
What?
do you like that? I'm so becoming my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, you asked us what those editorial photos, what it has in it. Is it a bag? Is it a glove? Is it a belt? This is it. So this is coming soon. This is not coming now. This is coming later.
These are gorgeous. So these
Yeah.
are Alana's mittens here that she created. And she,
And we're doing a very limited amount of them.
yeah. So what we wanted to solve for here is I really wanted a high fashion mitten that I could wear, but what's the pain point with the mitten? The fun. Like, so we did it so that you can pop your fingers out here
Mm-hmm.
and be able to text, do your work, all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And we put them here on the little buckles so that you don't lose them.
Mm-hmm.
And so good.
Yeah.
It's such a good belt.
You need these for kids
It's
because
a
if I
good-
lose another mitten for that baby, she needs a belt.
Yeah, I was just thinking Noemi needs those.
Custom. So yeah, super duper limited. So when these come, please do write. I told them.
So get them all. Get
Yeah.
them while they're hot. Those were
Well,
last
not-
words.
Well, you know, I feel Alana does such a great job with these accessories, and there's a lot of love she pours into them, and she always makes something good. So I like these little Tibby gems.
So what I want to point out, the reason why we opted here for the pearlized effect is because if you have, if you have something that is like silk and soft, you're craving some texture to it.
Yep.
And then absolutely in the wintertime, when something's really furry, you want to also give it like if I was wearing this leopard jacket, which I wouldn't, but whatever. But that's a bad example. I'm just not going there. Anyways, here. I'm wearing the hairy sweater, so you can see like this
Yeah.
juxtaposed with the hairiness is really, really giving. These are so good. Oh God, they're so stupid good.
Yeah, that's good. So black and brown are
Sloan,
right?
if anyone in PR takes these,
I don't think they're never gonna come back.
they're in trouble.
They can't borrow those.
They'll never be able to borrow again.
Yeah, they got okay.
All right, guys.
Wait, oh no, Amy.
What?
Conversation.
No, I don't feel
Okay.
like having it.
Sweet.
I know. No, it's just so late.
I'm just her like
Appreciate
reminding her.
it.
Yeah.
Totally appreciate it, but not in the mood.
Cool.
We'll explain later.
All right. Housekeeping. So next week, Amy will be in Chicago at 2 locations. 5-1.
Yeah, I'm going to be at Space 519 in Chicago next week, and then a few weeks later, we're going to be in San Francisco. Then we are planning London to happen towards the end of September, probably around September 25th through the 30th range.
What about Vienna?
Then Vienna is going to be on the 30th and the 1st. We are going to be, I'm going to be there to officially kick off the Schneeweiss and Tibby amazing apartment there. But I know that Yasmin is going to be kicking it off earlier. I think does the podcast AR go live today?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, you are going to hear a conversation that Yasmin and I had in Paris, not just about the space, but about Yasmin's whole interesting journey and how she's doing what she does, because she came about it in an atypical way, which we all tend to do here, atypicals. And then Paris, and then importantly, of course, is Sarah's getting married. So
Big deal.
big deal. She'll be doing a style class from the wedding.
She will not be doing.
She will
On
not
Sarah's
be doing.
behalf, I will politely say she will not be doing.
She will so not be doing that.
That's my gift to you, Sarah. You're welcome. All right.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, so thank you. I hope that this answered your questions about the shoes. And if
Shoes is
not,
cool.
you'll have more questions, and all of our amazing team of stylists at grace.tibby, at fauna.tibby, at duran.tibby, you know the routine. They will help you out. Okay, so get a shoehorn if you got an arch.
Oh my God, we should get a shoehorn. I'm gonna find some cute ones.